Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie for those who don't know me, and today I'm just showing you how I made this shelf, or which I use for shoes, so I guess a shoe rack, but it's on a very amateur level because I don't do DIYs. This is the first project ever, and if it's easy for me to make, it's gonna be easy for everybody because I'm not crafty at all. So if you want to see how I made this, stay tuned and we'll get right into the project. So first here I'm showing you the stuff I got, and I bought all this stuff on Amazon.com, and not everything came. I intended for this to be like a 5 bookshelf, but not everything came, so I only had a couple washers and the pipes that you see in the back. The wood I bought from a local hardware store, but everything else I got from Amazon. And since not everything came, I waited for a long time, so I just decided to make a shoe rack since we needed one anyway for our entranceway. So first here I'm measuring the wood where I'm gonna put the washer. So I'm just measuring the distance all across, I guess, the width, and then marking the middle so I can place the washer in the middle. And I didn't really know how to do this. I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube and online, and I don't know, this was just what made sense to me. So I'm just marking the middle, and I'll place the washer right where I put my little mark. And I'm just using a pencil and a tape measure. And I'm just basically measuring the same way on the other side and marking it. So that's what I'm doing. And then I already went ahead and put together the washer and the pipes. The washers are the flat things on top, so you just basically kind of screw them in, and then until they're like even, and then you just use them as your support. And I'm just measuring now to make sure that the distance from the edge is the same on each side. This took me a while, I don't know why, even though I had already marked the stars, but it was just a little bit harder than I expected that to be because the holes are in 3 different places. So it ended up being kind of not even, but I'm not a perfectionist. I was just happy that I actually was able to make it. And then here I'm drilling pilot holes, and it was my first time using a drill. So if I'm using it wrong, please be kind with me. So drilling pilot holes that I'm gonna insert the screws in. And then here I'm just inserting my screws, and I was a little bit nervous to use the drill to screw them in, so I just used a screwdriver. And it was actually not that hard, but using a drill would have been faster. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. I'm just drilling some pilot holes, which help the screws go in easier since it works as a guide. So that's what I'm doing on this other side. Safety, make sure your other hand is holding down on the metal supports on the pipes on the other end, like on the washer, so it's stable and it doesn't move around when you drill. Yeah, so because that can be dangerous. So you're gonna go ahead and screw in your screws on all sides of the wood, so each end of each wood and on each piece of wood. Alright, so here you're gonna put the other piece of wood on top. It should have holes already, and you can just use the washer without them being screwed in to just kind of see where the holes need to be made. And then you flip it over, and then you use a drill or your screwdriver to screw in your screws so it can all be like one unit. And voila, you are done. You have your nice shelf or shoe rack, and now it's time to install some wheels or some support at the bottom so the wood's not laying directly on the floor. So my husband's helping me screw in. He actually showed me how to use the drill. So thank you, Ian. Yeah, so he went ahead and screwed in, put in the screws for the wheels. And there we have it. That's the project. If you wanted to paint your wood or stain your wood, I recommend staining it before. So I had to like take it all apart and stain it, and that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to paint it, I just wanted to stain. So yeah, but there we have it. It's pretty sturdy. I like the result. So if you like it and you make it, please let me know. So I stained it like a goldish, yellowish brown type of stain, just so it matches whatever's at the entryway, and I like that color. So that's the end result, and we have a place to store our shoes, so that makes me really happy, and I like the overall look. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this little tutorial. I hope you have been inspired to make it, because if I can do it, you definitely can do this too. Alright, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.